There's a few things you should keep in mind before spending your heart-shaped chocolate Valentine's Day free 2024 gifts here, alright? It's a long name. But before we actually hop into it, I want you to log into Dokkan real quick. I gotta make sure that everyone's putting in the work, okay? Because you've reached another checkpoint, and I gotta make sure that you're not lacking, alright? So go ahead and look at your stamina, okay? If your stamina is currently all the way filled up, that means you got caught lacking today. You reached today's checkpoint and you failed. What are we doing? Why aren't like come on, all the way filled is crazy. And if you just literally just reset your stamina by, you know, ranking up or whatever the case is, you still got caught lacking today. If it's over or at max, you're done. You got to subscribe to the channel. It is what it is. But if it's a little lower or, you know, less than halfway, anything that's lower than your max, then thank you for putting in the work. Thank you for grinding. I appreciate you. I see you. All right. I can tell. Thank you. Let's hop into today's video. You can skip the challenge, by the way, of course, if you you know, have it lower. Now, when it comes to these Valentine's Day gifts here, the one thing I'm going to say is just don't buy training items or any of these medals or anything like that, because with the kind of recent Zenny update, you can get all of those training items and essentially anything you want for not free, obviously, but it's not hard, right? Now, when it comes to these characters here, the first thing I'll say is if you don't have any of these characters at all, like let's say you have none of these characters, personally, I would go with either Broly or Trunks. Broly or Trunks, definitely the best 2 out of 3 options here. Kawaii is not bad. It's just when are you actually legitimately going to run her, right? The thing with Trunks has a, you know, an easy, I almost said Zenkai, an easy A. And then this Broly here, I mean, he's not amazing, but he's like the second best option here. That's if you have none of these characters. Of course, if you, let's say you have Broly and Kawaii, but you don't have Trunks, pick up Trunks, right? Every new character in your box is a W at the end of the day. So pick up characters that you don't have and prioritize those, of course. Now, let's say you have every one of these characters, just go for the one that you want to rainbow. Like, for me personally, I have Broly rainbowed, I have Trunks rainbowed, but I'm missing one copy of Kawaii to rainbow her, which is why I personally am going to pick her. Now, of course, if you have all these characters rainbowed, then I guess the Elder Kai is your best choice. Or if you, I mean, yeah, Elder Kai is essentially going to be your best option here if you have all these other characters rainbowed, because then they essentially become useless at that point, right? One thing to keep in mind, of course, is that these things are limited to one only. So these characters are limited to one only. Like, you can't pick up 2 of each or 2 Kais or anything like that. So I mean, I guess if you want to farm up a second copy, if you're a whale and want to get those extra links, it's also a possibility. But I would first prioritize who don't I have, then I would prioritize who do I want to rainbow, and then of course Elder Kais, because of course Elder Kais have just so much value in this game. So hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.